Yes, I have crashed a car. 3 days after I got my license, actually, I was on the way to go meet some friends, kind of in a rush, like driving a little faster than I should have. And what happened was I rear-ended the car in front of me. I wasn't paying attention enough, so I just like rammed into the back of their car.
The risk of motor vehicle crashes is higher among teens than among any other age group.
It's an experience that I won't forget probably for the rest of my life. I remember pulling over to the side of the road. The lady that I got in the crash with, she was fairly nice, but I could tell she was really upset and not happy. And so I called 911.
When you turn 16, you reach a big milestone in your life. You gain freedom, but with that freedom comes responsibility.
The first time that I drove without a parent, definitely a lot more reckless than I normally am because my mom wasn't in the car, so I felt like really excited and free. If you're responsible for everyone in the car, also you're like responsible for everyone else on the road.
Many parents are often worried about distractions in the car, such as cell phones. A parent shares with us what he thinks his kuleana is as a driver.
I think the biggest thing came back to your question about cell phone usage and whatnot, is that's probably the biggest danger. I watch him drive. He's an extremely competent driver, and I've never seen him take his cell phone out while driving. But if he were to do that, that's going to be his biggest risk.
It is our kuleana as new drivers to keep ourselves and others safe, even without parental supervision.
At the time, I thought the responsibility was all on me just to not do the wrong thing. And the biggest thing that I think I was missing was you've really got to pay attention to what everybody else is doing too. I learned to be responsible just not for myself, but take some responsibility for what everybody else was doing.
Driving allows teens to be in full control, which can scare them away from wanting to drive.
I didn't want to drive because I thought of how much responsibility was, and I was really scared because it felt like I had so much control over everything, and it wasn't something that my parents could do for me. So I just didn't want to at first, and they had to push me a lot to practice, but the more I practiced, the more I became comfortable with it. I also feel that not only teens are distracted, but even adults are distracted too. Sometimes I'm in the car with parents or just other adults, and I see them look at their phones. A lot of kids, we're just so young, we're only 16 when we get our licenses, and I think a lot of kids don't understand how big of an impact just one simple choice could make on everyone else's lives.
This is Cala Pelletieri from Seabury Hall Middle School for HIKI.